G'day guys, Seeney here and welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth Channel. And in this episode, we're talking about the backbone of the Australian economy being broken. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps to get these videos out to more people. So we need to talk about the backbone of the Australian economy, and that is small business. Small business is the growth engine here in Australia and all around the world. Anyone that's been following what's going on knows that there's lockdowns in Sydney and Victoria, and you know what? They're really bad. We've been like this for months now, and a lot of small businesses are getting absolutely destroyed. So I just wanted to go through some facts and some figures, and maybe you can learn something about how you could potentially avert financial ruin in the future if you are running a business or you're looking to run a business. So all industry revenue is down about 15%. At the moment, just from a small business perspective. That's what I'm talking about here, not large companies like, say, Wesfarmers or anything like that. So arts and recreation, the revenue for this particular sector is down 32%. I'm actually surprised it's not more. You know, I'd be expecting something like 90% because musicians, they cannot gig, they cannot play. And of course, you know, anything that's attached to that industry can't operate anywhere near full capacity. So what we're seeing is that there's less investment going on because business cash buffers have grown. And I can personally attest to this. I know given the times that we're in and the amount of uncertainty, we don't know when the next lockdown is going to be around the corner. I have developed quite a larger cash buffer than I would have previously. It's really important to be prepared because you just don't know, and the government support is getting less and less, and going into next year is probably going to be no government support. So we'll just have to see how that pans out. 11% of business loans have actually been deferred. So that means that they're not making the payments on those loans. They're still accruing interest, of course, because you know the banks need to make their money. 11% of businesses have just completely stopped. They're like, no, we can't do this right now. So with these extended lockdowns and the government support not really making the cut, I personally believe that we're going to see quite an increase in business failures, especially when that government support stops completely. I can anecdotally point to quite a few already. So, you know, obviously that's just anecdotal. We need to have a look at the data when we're looking at the broader economy. So with all of these failures in small business and shutdowns, this is exactly why we're not going to see interest rates go up anytime soon. So anyone that says, you know, interest rates are going to go up very soon, you know, anyone that's bought a house, you know, they're going to have to watch out, the repayments are going to be more. It's not going to happen because on one side, we've got housing prices, which are doing insanely well. And I'm very happy for that. On the other side, we have businesses that are getting absolutely destroyed that have taken out all these loans, and so many businesses are still not able to even make those repayments now. What do you think it's going to do if they raise interest rates? You know, we're just not seeing it. So at this point, I personally believe the interest rate's going to stay low. Even Philip Lowe from the Reserve Bank has said that interest rates won't be moving until 2024. But some of the other really interesting data that I've uncovered is that a quarter of businesses have seen a drop in revenue because of this lockdown in 2021, as opposed to 50% last year. So based on the data, this lockdown in Sydney and Victoria, it's not as bad as the ones that we had last year. So this is completely contrary to my experience, but the data shows financially this lockdown is just not as bad as the first, but it really is the tale of the K-shaped economy. Now, if you think about a K, you know, one side's going up, one side's going down. Mining, warehousing, supermarkets, real estate are all just doing fantastic. You know, even with the shutdowns, they are not stopping, record profits, so it's fantastic for them. However, on the other side, we have arts, recreation, hospitality, all the restaurants and retail are just getting annihilated. You know, all of those retail stores that need the foot traffic, obviously they're not there. So we're seeing a real divergence again due to these lockdowns. So this, I believe, is why it's really important to diversify your asset base. If you're all in one basket, chances are if things have gone really poorly in your sector, then you're doing really poorly at the moment. However, if you've diversified your asset base, then chances are you're doing really well. See, for example, I run a business in the entertainment sector, and that, of course, has been completely shut down. It's been annihilated because of the government restrictions. But still, I've made a lot of money during this particular lockdown because of my investments in stocks in other sectors and also in real estate. So lockdowns shouldn't stop you from growing your net worth. So that's something to keep in mind, is to make sure you're a little bit diversified. So that way, if we do run into an issue like we're seeing now in the future, which is very possible, that, you know, they say it's not, but it's very possible. That way you're a little bit more protected. You have a bit more security. So if you're running a business, how do you survive during this time? You know, basically the answer is cost reduction. I'm spending way less during this time because the revenue just isn't there during lockdown. You know, the industry cannot operate. It is that simple. So having large overheads is what's going to ruin businesses during this time. You know, we're seeing this all around the world. Businesses that fly too close to the sun, they take out too much debt, are the ones that are getting hit the hardest. So it's really something to keep in mind if you are operating a business. Are there some of those costs that you don't really need? Because this is a point where businesses probably need to be quite frugal to get through, unless you're one of those industries that are making record profits. But, you know, of course, the tables do turn. There will be a time when those industries potentially aren't doing so well. So people were a bit wiser this year than the last year. You know, people have saved more, they have a bit more cash buffer. But, you know, I just want to know if you believe that this is going to become a common thing. Are we going to see more lockdowns? Are people going to be a little bit more conservative with their spending? I'd love to know what you think. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. If you'd like to get yourself a free stock, everyone loves a free stock. Then if you sign up with Stake and put some money in your brokerage account, then you'll get a free stock. And also I have a link to WeMoney, who will give you $5 for free money from WeMoney just for signing up on their platform. They're a great platform which actually tracks your net worth amongst a number of other things. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. My name is Seeney, and we'll see you later.